Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for the 12th through the 18th. We do have a full moon in Scorpio this week, starting off the week on Monday, so I will have a separate reading for that up on the channel if you're interested. Let's see, Gemini. Okay, well, we're already seeing it, right? King of Cups. That doesn't feel like a very, yeah, okay. Doesn't feel like a very trustworthy King of Cups. Reciprocity. Reciprocity is important this week, Gemini. What you give and what you take, and what other people give and what other people take. How do two people balance out a relationship? Maybe a group of people, right? This could be like your team at work. How do things unfold because of people's actions, thoughts, and their way of communicating? Because there's something... two kings. What usually happens when there's two kings in a room, right? There's usually two things that are being talked about, and one of them could be war and conflict. So that's in the center of your spread. There's conflict. And it seems like there's two very masculine, headstrong, dominating people trying to come up with a solution. And the solution is possible. That's what the Six of Pentacles is saying. The solution is possible, but each person's strengths and weaknesses need to be honored and need to be admitted. You know, there needs to be accountability. For some reason, I'm picking that up. Like someone needs to be accountable for what they're doing, how they are, what they're thinking, what they're saying, you know, what their actions are going to be, because there's something about laying it all out and being clear about the future. You both have good intentions, but it just seems like no one wants to yield. And yielding is needed. You know, there's the Power to Surrender deck, and I'm seeing the one card that says surrender your right to be, your need to be right. Surrendering the need to be right, because we do that as human beings. We just cut ties. Wow, okay. Maybe that's the solution. Sometimes the solution is, this isn't going to work out right now. Maybe it will in the future, but right now it's not going to work out. Or the cutting ties could be like needing to cut the tie with something that's completely separate from the dynamic, from the relationship, that's influencing the decision-making in the relationship. But I have a feeling you know exactly what that card is talking about, so I'm not going to even really clarify on that. I don't need to. You know what you need to cut the tie. What tie? What rope needs to be cut? That's the card right there. Far away places. Get ready for new horizons. Because when we cut the tie, or cut ties with something, someone, some place, could be a place, right? This relationship, this dynamic could be between you and a place. I know that sounds weird, but that's what it is. Like, that happens. Some people get addicted to places, or get attached to places, or they feel like they get stuck to places. But you have the possibility for something new. Untouched lands. Inexperienced people, right, can still learn. How am I trying to say this? Like, I'm trying to come up with a way of saying what I'm feeling. Like, you can... you can be inexperienced and still deserve that new place. There we go. Okay? So, I hope that helped, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.